Have you ever wondered what happens after death? Some say you disappear completely, nothing but silence and darkness. Others believe in heaven and hell, where your deeds determine your eternal fate. And then there are those who think this life is just a simulation, a shadow of a reality far greater. The truth? Well, it depends on who you ask. But today, I'll share a story, one that might just give you the answer to the question, what happens after death? In a forgotten corner of the world, there stood an ancient potion shop. Few knew of its existence. Fewer still dared to enter. One night, a young man stepped through its door, seeking a secret no one should possess, the potion of everlasting life. Behind the creaking counter stood the potion maker, his eyes sharp, his presence unsettling. He welcomed the traveler with a smile. "Ah. Welcome, traveler. What brings you to my humble shop?" The young man hesitated before speaking. "I heard you sell a potion that grants everlasting life. Is that true?" Without a pause, the potion maker nodded. "It is. And for you, it is free, free." The word echoed through the shop, a price too good to be true. The young man stepped closer, his gaze scanning the shadowed shelves lined with glowing vials. "Free?" he asked, suspicion creeping into his voice. "Why would you give something so valuable?" "For nothing." The potion maker's smile faded, his voice soft but heavy. "Not everyone wants to live forever," he said. "Tell me, do you believe there is life after death?" The question hung in the air. For a moment, the young man didn't answer. I don't know," he finally whispered. "Do you?" The potion maker reached for an ancient, leather-bound book. Its edges were cracked, its pages stained by time. He dropped it onto the counter with a heavy thud. "I have studied for centuries," he said. "My conclusion? There is no life after death." The young man's breath caught in his throat. "Then why," he began, his voice faltering, "why haven't you taken the potion yourself?" The potion maker chuckled softly, a sound that echoed with both wisdom and weariness. "Ah," he murmured, "that is a simple matter. Life is too long when it never ends." His eyes darkened as he continued. "I would see everything, do everything, lose everything. And even after all that, there would still be eternity left. Nothing new. Just existence." The young man stared at the vial in the potion maker's hand. The liquid swirled, dark and unyielding. After a long pause, he stepped back. "Thank you for your honesty," he said quietly, "but I think I'll pass." And with that, he left. The door creaked shut behind him. The potion maker returned the vial to the shelf, his expression unreadable, but this was only the beginning. Days later, the bell above the door rang again. This time, a young woman entered. Her eyes sparkled with curiosity, filled with dreams of a life without end. Her voice was bright, almost eager. "Is it true? You have a potion of everlasting life?" The potion maker smiled. "Indeed. And it can be yours, if you wish." Without hesitation, she nodded. "I would love to live forever," she said. "There's so much I want to do, so much I haven't experienced." But the potion maker's smile faded. His tone grew colder. "And what if there is a heaven?" Her excitement faltered. "If you take this potion," he warned, "you may never know. You could be trading the eternal joys of heaven for an endless life on earth. Would you risk that?" A chill swept through the shop. For the first time, doubt crept into her heart. "I never thought about that," she whispered. Moments later, she turned away, leaving the potion untouched, and like the young man before her, she was gone. The potion maker sighed. He returned the vial to its place. But the door had barely closed before it opened again. The next visitor was different. An old man stumbled inside, his face pale, his hands trembling with fear. "I need the potion, now," he demanded. The potion maker studied him carefully. "Why the urgency?" he asked. Terror flickered in the old man's eyes. "Because," he confessed, "I know there is life after death. I know heaven exists, and I know hell does too. And if I die, I know exactly where I'm going. Ah. The potion maker understood, this man sought not immortality, but escape. Without a word, he retrieved a black, bubbling vial. The old man snatched it, his desperation drowning any second thoughts. As he drank, warmth flooded his body. Relief softened his face. Am I going to live forever now? He asked, breathless. For a moment, the shop fell silent. Then, the potion maker's smile twisted, something darker lurking beneath, and when he spoke, his voice was no longer his own. Yes, he said, his tone low and cold. The lights flickered. The warmth vanished, replaced by an icy dread. From the shadows emerged a deeper presence. The devil, forever, he hissed, with me. The old man's face contorted in terror as the shadows swallowed him whole. His screams echoed, then faded into nothingness. And when the darkness lifted, the shop stood as still and quiet as ever. On the counter, the ancient book sat, its pages turning by themselves. Then, with a heavy slam, it shut. The potion maker's words lingered in the air. Long after he was gone, perhaps the true mystery isn't what happens after death. It's what we choose to do with the life we have now, because some doors, once opened, can never be closed. What would you choose? If this story made you think, imagine what's next. Subscribe for more tales that question everything you believe.